So this guy right here is one of the most dangerous gangsters in South Africa, and no one knew, not even his mama. But thank God, through Prophet TB Joshua, his life took a turn that no one saw coming. This is a real life story. This is a real life testimony. Everything is real. It's not scripted. And this is one of the most inspiring testimonies that I've ever heard in a long time. TB Joshua is on another level. Like this testimony is actually something else, and this testimony will be a blessing to millions of people out there. So you need to watch the full video on the Maui TV app. Like that's where I actually saw the video. But this testimony is really striking though. Like this is actually one of the greatest testimonies ever. I actually love this testimony a lot. Like this testimony is actually amazing.
Whatever that is not of God in their lives, he begins to prophesy and exposes the hand of the devil in the lives of the people. Let's listen to him.
They say, brother, you have tattoo everywhere. I think I touched you with your tattoo. Here. You are a criminal. Dark, okay. That spirit is tormenting you, disturbing you, okay.
Good morning, church. Glory be to God. My name is Tebogo Morake. I'm from South Africa. I'm a 37-year-old boy. I'm a firstborn from the 3 boys that have been given birth to this wonderful woman here right beside me. This is my mom. And yes, I'm thankful to be here. All glory be to God. Last weekend, Prophet TB Joshua actually prophesied and called me amongst the crowd. I was actually sitting right at the back, and I didn't want to sit in front, but he actually called me and he told me that this is something I never told nobody, and I think nobody knew about it, but he just called me and told me that I used to live a life of a crime, and this spirit is actually tormenting me, and it's going to disturb me, and it's going to give me trouble. That's when I came out. Yes, indeed, it is true. Though some of the things that I'm going to say, my mom, this is the first time I will be telling the truth. Even my mom, I never told her the truth. This is the first time that she will be ever having this, me being saying this, but live on camera. And it actually started while I was in, I think it was around 1996. It was the year I was in my high school year. Raised with good values, being a boy, being in high school, getting straight A's from school. But then I was a good boy in the house, doing all chores, being good in the house. But every time I go to the street, everything changed. I had to be like a crook in the hood due to being growing under the older guys that because we used to stay next to a park. So they used to sell drugs and have like cars and taught us how to car wash and taught us how to open a car without a key and things like that. So we sold like some weed and drugs for them in a park. So that's how I got introduced in the street life.
Okay, so at what age were you when you actually began the issue of selling drugs and meeting with these older gang members? At what age were you?
I was still young. It was my early years of studying in high school. I think I was 16, 17, yeah. And we actually started just looking at them, doing what they do, having guns out there, and being car washing and doing all these things. So they taught us how to, like I said, open a door of a car without having a car, and knowing which cables you can start a car without using a key. And we used to sell drugs by the parks that we used to be playing in. But then by the park there, we used to recreational things, where we used to play, tumbling and all that. But then we'll be around the park and we'll be selling drugs for them. So me having that, and my mom didn't know whatever I was doing, I would go back and I would be a good boy in the house. But every time I went outside in the street, those are the things I had to do. Doing the material and vanity and things that being as a youth, those are the things that were actually exciting me as a group. So I was a junior member of a gang, as you would like to say. And then that's when it started being in the park. We started robbing people with knives. But at first I was young. We would drop vulnerable people, people who are drunk or people who are a couple who just chilling at the park, just rob them their belongings and that. And then it went to be graduating to having a gun. of which a gun is something that the first encounter of a gun, it was with me and my friends. I think it was 97 or two, probably 97 or so. I was still in high school with a best friend of mine. And we actually disarmed the gun from a friend of mine, the other friend of mine, who came with his father's gun and he showed us the gun. But we took a gun from him. But we had a fight, me and my friend again, because we actually didn't know who was supposed to keep the gun. I wanted to keep it, he wanted to keep it too. So we kept the gun between us. Sometimes it would be in my house, or sometimes it would be in his house. And that's when we ended up like selling drugs. To selling drugs, after selling drugs, then now we started disarming other people who are selling drugs in our community, because we wanted actually to own the territory. So if we knew that you selling drugs in our community, then we'll come.